I am going to test out one of these sites. This is called Marlowe Basic. It's at Author.AI. And then you'll go over the Marlowe Basic, and let me just give you a little information about it. You can do this for free. This is a tool that allows you to put in a whole novel. And the basic report is unlimited. You can get as many as you want, and it's completely free. It has a lot of information, including sentence stats and readability score, dialogue versus narrative, potentially offensive language flagged. Just if you're trying to get like a young adult or a children's book, you want to make sure you get rid of all that stuff. Cliche finder, repetitive phrases, repeated use of adverbs and adjectives, verb choice and passive voice, misspellings, punctuation, subject matter comps. Now, if you pay for the $30 a month version, you'll get all of this stuff. Or $199 a year, you'll have all these in 2 reports a month. Subject matter book comps. So like if you're trying to pitch an agent, what are your books similar to? This is something I always struggle with. Linguistic style comps, other authors that write like you, for bestseller comps, narrative arc and plot structure analysis, story beats, placement, pacing analysis, major characters' personality traits, subject analysis, explicit content analysis. And there's a webinar, special events, and promotional opportunities at a place called bingebooks.com, which is also free. I'm seriously considering uploading. I'm going to try a bunch of these free reports and make sure that I like it first. So I've already signed up. It doesn't take much but your email and a password. So I'm going to do a sample report here. And here's one on the Da Vinci Code. So it'll give you, that's kind of cool. It gives you your dialogue versus narrative, how much dialogue is in it versus narrative. So his is much more narrative than the quotations and stuff. And it's just on their website. It gives you explicit language and what the actual words were, cliches. And you can see in a popular book, it still has these. Here's all the repetitive phrases, sentence stats and readability score. It's a pretty detailed report for free. Of course, they want to upgrade you. Frequent use of adverbs and which ones. Frequent use of adjectives, verbs, choice, and passive voice. It's just kind of ones that you've overused maybe. Sometimes you have to use the word is and was, Punctuation data, you want to make sure you don't have too many colons, anything very breaking it up. Misspellings, possible, and then it gives you upgrade, add, which is fine. Okay, I want to do my own sample report, but you can look at all of these sample reports on all of these. Ooh, I love this book. So we're going to do a free report, and it's probably going to ask me to sign in, which I've already done. So I'm going to go to my account, but that's where you would do it. I'm going to log in. Doop. And I want you to remember me. And log in. So where do you make it? Okay, so now here I am. This is my account. I've already done one of these, but I want to show you. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick, I'm going to pick basic. That's the plan I have. That means free. I'm going to put in all my stuff here. My title is Blondie's Diner. It's in third person narrative. My main character is Nicole Allen. Secondary character is Gage Crawford. Other primary characters, we have Don Vanderkamp, Fran, Melissa, Ophelia, and it's a mystery. It doesn't give you an abundance of choices, but we're going to go with mystery. It's English. And so before I submitted it, I removed any tracked changes and stopped tracking. I've deleted comments and footnotes. I It's already in Times New Roman. I removed the front and back matter. I've removed the headers and pagination. That's what you would do in a final manuscript, so if you've got a raw version in Word. And I created a new document. That just means that you've saved all these new changes. And it's a research copy, and I have copyright to this. So I'm going to pick my file, and I have already created this for one of the other apps. And I'm going to submit it. It's totally free. It's looking at my 130,000 word document. And in 15 minutes, it's going to give me some feedback on that, which is fantastic. So I can show you the feedback. I have saved it. So let's open that up. Still have it open. I do it now. Let's see. We're just going to, sorry about this. I got to find it. Grab it. Come along. Duh. Okay. Okay. Here's the report I got. This is pretty cool. Marlowe analyzes Blondie's Diner. And so first it gives you a big ad. Now we've got our dialogue versus narrative. Mine has more dialogue than Da Vinci Code. Gives, reason to look at it. Here's all my explicit language. The worst word I have in here is hell 21 times. But you can look at that, and if you're trying to get like a young adult or children's book or new adult, you'll just want to watch which words come up. Possibly cliches and how many times they were used. Easy way to go fix them. Repetitive phrases. Sentence stat and readability score. So it's talking about how long your sentences are. And you can see the graph here. Most of mine are within the shorter range, which is good. My reading grade level is 5.08. Most of them are within that. Complexity score, you don't want it over 6.31. I mean, it's easier for people who don't have a high reading level to read, which is what I always try to do. My longest sentence is a bit much, so I might go look at that. Now we have frequent use of adverbs. We're getting rid of more than half of those dumb ones. Really, only, finally, blah, blah, blah. So I can go in and find these. You can do a search in your Word document. Adjectives, verb choice, and passive voice. So we've got some overused verbs here. I can go in and try to spice up some of these. Punctuation data. This is kind of interesting because, why would you ever need to know any of this stuff? But it does give you a sense of, they say, are your questions are your characters posing enough questions? That's kind of an important factor, apparently, in bestseller. Do we use too many exclamation points? Let's see, I have 354. I don't know if that's too many. Compare against other works. You can look at other reports that they've done. And then here's our possible misspellings. Some of these, you can see friggin' I've spelled twice. Some of these I've seen in two different ways. Let's see, there's one. This is just a typo. Youngins is a word I kind of made up. Schlocking is kind of one that might not be in a dictionary. So it's a great way to find some of these and double check. And then they're trying to upsell you again, which is fine. And there's referrals. So I did send you a referral link so that you can get $20 towards your account if you share it with other folks. Then there's a binge book. That's a free thing that you can add where people can see a sample of your books worth looking at. Okay, so that is Marlowe. Pretty darn cool. I'm going to stop this one and make a new video for ChatGPT.